I'm a nut head.
Welcome to the JesseAF show. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Welcome to my daily podcast.
Hey everybody, my name is Jesse Grossbohlin and welcome to the JesseAF show. Today is Monday, September 23rd, 2019, episode 224 of my daily podcast. Yeah, that's right, daily. That means every single day I'll be posting a new episode, so please check in tomorrow for my next episode. I'm on Google Play Music, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube. So if you have any of those platforms, please consider subscribing. That way you get notifications for whenever I post a new episode. Yeah. This is a chestnut. Chestnut. I actually have two with... Actually, maybe more than two. Let's look into my bag of goodies. Yeah, I do have a lot more than just two chestnuts with me right now. Yeah, I have a whole bag full. So I have a reason for having a whole bag full of chestnuts. And the reason, well, the main reason is that I have two chestnut trees. Okay, I have two chestnut trees. Second reason is chestnuts are actually really interesting to me. And why they're interesting to me is because they're mostly a very difficult species to find out in the woods or in nature in general. So I have a whole lot of chestnuts, and the reason why I have them is because I am interested in growing my own chestnut trees. If you've ever heard of bonsai, you know what I'm talking about. So, I really do want to tell you what bonsai is, even if you've never heard of bonsai before. Bonsai is basically where you grow a tree in a little pot. Okay? A little itty bitty tree. You know, it could be whatever size, actually. Yeah, it can be a medium-sized tree, a large-sized tree, whatever it is. And basically what you do with the tree is you sculpt it. You sculpt the tree branches go certain ways, you have to prune it, you have to take care of it, you have to dress it up, you have to make it look pretty and ancient and all this other stuff. And bonsai trees can go really, really expensive if you buy a bonsai tree that's been around for like maybe 80 years, and those trees sure are expensive. But what I'm really interested in is the beauty around the tree, the beauty around the nature that the tree is. Because if anything, bonsai is more of being able to be more close to nature and really adopt nature and be a good caretaker of nature. You really have to work with the tree, and the tree can die, and the tree can live, and whatever else it is. You know, it can flourish, it can die, whatever. And bonsai is more of like a centering of peace, you know, inside myself. I'm really interested in creation, you know, creating new things all the time. My innovation shirt yesterday, I'm really interested in doing that kind of stuff. And when I have the ability to have my own tree, for instance, a tree is a very powerful object in nature. I mean, it is alive. It is also strong and weak. It is beautiful. It looks dead at certain seasons. Trees go through new birth every single year, basically. If you think about a chestnut trees they sprout these pollen things. I can't remember what they're called. And the pollen drops, and it's all over the place. It fills the air with a really interesting scent. I actually really enjoy that scent. Then there's the chestnut pods that come from the chestnut tree, and those things are spiky and prickly, and they defend the chestnut against any predators that may want to get in, like a squirrel. Yeah, squirrels. And then the chestnut drops out of the pod, and then new life is made, and then the tree goes into its state where it loses its leaves, and yeah, so on and so forth. And I find that chestnut trees are really, really interesting because they're also a very rare species to see. I mean, you don't see chestnut trees in nature anymore, but you used to be able to see these trees in nature, but things have killed them off. So people have also killed them off. But at the same time, I find it to be really, really interesting because I like the idea of bringing back something that is kind of lost or gone from time. And I find it really therapeutic to create my own tree and to grow it and be in control of how it grows and shaping and everything else, and then being able to look at the tree over years and being able to look at the bark on it and tell myself or tell stories about how I grew this tree from a chestnut, and I think it's going to be a really cool story at the end of the day, you know, when I'm older and I have stories to tell. When I have a library that I have, you know, I'll have a nice, beautiful bonsai tree in it, you know, and that's really a goal of mine. And I think it's going to be really fun doing it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, actually. Nature is so beautiful, and when we take care of nature, when we experience nature for everything that it is, our eyes just get opened. I mean, I love going on camping trips, or hikes, I should say, where I'm camping out, right, on this trail, and you just sleep outside without any tent, and you're just in nature, and I absolutely love that. I love having nature all around me, smelling it in the air, seeing little things all over the place, maybe a spider or this bug or that bug, or maybe an owl. Being able to listen to an owl in the woods, that's always fun, and it's very relaxing. Being able to hear the leaves. I was just explaining not too long ago why I love the winter and the snow, and I love how the snow reflects the light of the sky, and it's so peaceful and kind of quiet at night when it's winter, and it's really, really interesting. I absolutely love nature. Nature is one of my most favorite things in the world, and that's why I created the business with my brother, Valley Life Bros, to protect and preserve nature by using reusable bags and enjoying nature and being in nature and sharing nature with everybody else. I mean, my hometown, the Hudson Valley, Kingston, New York, it's a beautiful place. There's so much to do. There's so much here, but a lot of people around here don't even realize all the great things that are around. And I really enjoy adventuring. I enjoy exploring those places and really letting everyone else see. And sharing with you my journey of exploring the Hudson Valley. And that's kind of what our Instagram is all about. Exploring, sharing our story, and sharing our adventures. I absolutely love the idea of creating a bonsai tree or growing a garden and having fresh vegetables and fruits and chestnuts. Because when you get to do something like that in life and you get to benefit from the fruits of your labor, it feels much better to live in that kind of way. That's what I believe, at least. I believe even that I wish I could raise my own cattle even, or raise my own chickens and everything else like that, because I feel like food raised like that, by hand, by myself, butchered by hand, everything means so much more to me in my life, and I feel like I would get so much more out of the food if I grew it myself, if I raised it myself. I believe that's kind of the Native American in me, like, I absolutely am a small percentage of Native American, but it's just such a part of me. It's such a big part of me, because I was a Boy Scout. I enjoyed being in nature all the time. It's a part of life, and being one with nature is very real. And I wish more people could be more with nature. I wish I could have a waterfall kind of trickle through my house. I wish I could have a shower where it's like the woods, I love nature. I absolutely feel so much comfort in nature. I wish I had a house in the middle of the woods, because it's comforting. It's relaxing. It feels more like home than a city would to me. That's the truth. I absolutely love nature. I love feeling alone and having that relaxing sensation of just living with creatures and being one with everything. Growing my own stuff, It's so interesting to me. I can't wait for that kind of future where I have my house in the woods like that. I think it would be so much fun. I mean, that's why I do most of my podcast episodes in nature. I don't really go into nature. I don't go off a trail, and I don't really have any trails like that right near me. If I did, I would. But nature is so important, and I wish that I could live more in nature than I am now. I hope to see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you have a really great day. And please, if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a comment, send me a message, do whatever. If you didn't like this episode, tell me anyway. I like it. I like listening to why you didn't like it, why you did like it, what you think I am, and everything else, because it's funny. It's actually funny to listen to people making fun of me. If they do make fun of me, that is.